Hi guys, welcome to the Walking Dead After Show on theStream.tv. Remember to invite your friends to join the conversation live so we can get started. I am your host, David. I am joined by my co-host, Timothy, Glenna, and Brooke, who's new for today. Malynda's not here. She is in the Windy City doing something awesome, I'm sure. So guys, how about that episode?
Oof.
I think I'm kind of with Rick on that episode. I don't know whether I trust it.
I don't know. It was a little boring until the 45-minute mark, and then it got all real crazy in one scene. But
I don't know about boring. I kind of liked the power struggle between Rick and Michonne throughout the episode. I thought that was kind of interesting, how Michonne's like, no, I'm carrying the guns now.
Yeah, I'm kind of like Michonne. I'm like, let's get to the safe zone, please.
Yeah,
it's about time.
Yeah.
So let's talk about our mystery man, Aaron, who's our first gay character.
Woo woo. No, he's not our first gay character.
She doesn't count, all right? Tara doesn't count.
She was just trying different things.
Tara was a lesbian for like a day.
You
now
know
she's
what,
like
you guys.
So
You're gonna upset a lot of people right now. I am just telling you.
now, we want to know, do we believe him? How far, are we with Rick or are we with Michonne? How far is this guy telling? How much of the truth is he telling?
I understand where Michonne is coming from because they just want to feel safe, especially after the last couple of episodes where they were so hopeless. That I think they just want to be able to sleep at night, Mm-hmm. But then I could also understand where Rick is coming from because of Terminus and because of Wilshire and Woodbury. He's got a bad taste in his mouth,
Yeah, I think Rick is just being a little vicious at times. He's just has no trust in anyone. I don't think he's almost lost hope.
Yeah.
Well, you saw, we saw the scene before they finally pulled up. He's like, I got to do something. He went and buried some extra weapons again, just in case, he did.
Right after he had a conversation with Michonne.
And
she
we
was
all
like...
saw that. They made it a point to make sure we saw that he had that extra weapon. I'm just saying.
He'll be like, you guys want some margaritas?
Do you think that Alexandria will be a safe place? Do you think he still has hesitancy about?
So I have some insider knowledge, and I'm gonna keep it to myself till we get to the Alexandria topic.
Please.
But I just want to know you guys' thoughts on whether he's telling the truth or not.
I hope that this is a safe place.
Because it seems like the group themselves is kind of split.
I don't, because then that means the show's over. So.
No.
Alexandria was kind of looking a little desolate. I was like, where are the people
It was
here?
when they rolled up. You would think that there would be oh my god, right? More people are here. But no, it was cricket. Kids. Was that real? Was it real?
I don't know. So do you guys think Rick's losing his mind? Glenna, where's your theory? You were talking about this earlier.
I think it's very possible that Rick was maybe losing his mind. Or, I don't know if it was really kids playing. I think it was maybe a recording. I don't know. I
don't think it was him losing his mind. I think it was him maybe having hope, maybe getting a little bit of hope, saying, oh, this is where Carl and Judith can grow up, that he kind of visualized it. Yeah, exactly.
Future sounds of his daughter playing in a playground.
It was like a Kodak moment, maybe a reference to a Lifetime movie at that second.
Lifetime movie. What would your Lifetime movie be called?
Exactly.
Well, with that in mind, okay, so you got Rick, who obviously doesn't trust him, and then you see Michonne butting heads with him the whole episode about what's going on, and it seems like the group is actually split in this decision, and it seems like Abraham just is at this point, it's I'll do whatever Rick says.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Daryl's I don't give a crap about anything. Mm-hmm. And then you have Michonne and her group, which is most of the women, no offense, that just thinks that there's great places to be out there in the world still.
I feel like more people are going with Michonne though. No, she said, does anybody have, anything else to say? Because we're going, because she was calling the shots, and nobody said anything.
Well, and
she gave Rick that look.
Death stare.
We're going.
I love your
look. Don't mess with me.
We are going.
I think we all know that they just went through a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. And like you said, there's not a lot of hope or whatever, and I think they're just kind of taking a leap of faith, and they're like, what else do we have?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta trust Michonne, because at the time too, Rick's not necessarily making the best decisions.
Well, yeah, the highway decision didn't turn out in his favor, did it?
Yeah, but that was crazy.
But his intentions were
On the right
he was
track.
just taking precaution.
Right.
Yes.
So
Well, yeah. All right, well, before we get on to the next topic, guys, remind your friends at home to join the conversation. You can tweet us at hashtag TWDAS for The Walking Dead After Show, and join the conversation live. For our next topic, we're going to talk about Alexandria. So, like, the whole episode, we're like watching, we're trying to figure out where this guy's from, what's the name of his place, and they finally reveal it. So before I give my Alexandria knowledge, what do you guys think this place is?
I think I am an optimist, so I feel like it is the safe zone. I feel like it is going to be a safe place. Plus, Aaron's gay, and you have to believe the gays. I mean, now everybody knows why he was clean, because, you know, gays would never be dirty in the zombie apocalypse, okay? I would never be dirty.
This is a fact,
If zombie,
apparently.
you know.
It's a fact,
It's a fact.
I guess.
I'm facting this. Gays would never be dirty in a zombie apocalypse.
I mean, that was the reason why we were like so sketch about him.
That's
Like,
true.
Why are you clean in the zombie apocalypse?
And then it's like, oh, you're gay. Oh, you're gay.
Oh.
Oh, now we get why you're
I kind of
gay.
feel like
And that's why there's only 2 of you. No.
I kind of feel like
species is dying out.
I think that
Exactly.
maybe it could be their safe place. I mean, I know from the comics, Alexandria does end up being their safe haven, and it's the new chapter in their story. However, I mean, we've seen how far the show has differed from the comics. So maybe, and especially since the way the episode was filmed, the whole time they made us to let us to believe that we're not really sure. We see the preview for next episode, like they're still walking around with knives and stuff, like thinking that like they're being set up. So what if it is? What is it? The Alexandria that we know from the comics, where it's their new safe haven, or is this a new setup? Like what was the name of the governor's town? Marbury?
Woodbury.
Woodbury.
I just think that it would take them, as soon as they get to Alexandria, what if it is a safe place? I mean, they've been traveling for so long with, like, always constantly looking behind their back, and that's why Michonne said to him in the car, you know, are you ready? Because it's going to be completely different. Like, they could sleep at night. They don't have to look over their shoulder.
Rick wouldn't be in charge anymore.
Yeah.
There are other people there. He
I didn't
can, I mean,
think
he
about
can
that,
be
yeah.
in charge of his group, but I don't know how the other people would feel about that.
Yeah, and what about when they're able to all take showers? And they're gonna have a real safe zone. So this is gonna be a whole different. We're gonna see some new characters. Maybe
you
they're
think
gonna
they're
wear
gonna be
some
able to-
different outfits.
You think they're going to be able to transition back into
Oh, I
that
get it.
normal
It's a
lifestyle?
joke.
That we're going to see some zombie PTSD?
I think that's what's going to happen. I think
Yeah.
that's why they're carrying around the knives, some zombie PTSD.
Well, yeah, I mean, hello, it's a zombie apocalypse. Of course, they can't, I mean, just because they're in a safe zone doesn't mean everything else is shit all around them.
Yeah, but it looks like they got a pretty nice house.
Right?
And they're like,
So,
and it's clean.
but they still don't trust these people. They still don't trust these people.
They've got spaghetti in a can.
I mean, I'm not in the
Spaghetti.
zombie apocalypse.
Sketty.
And I
Spaghetti.
It's
Sketty.
SpaghettiOs.
We're gay. It's sketty. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
It's sketty.
I'm gonna go eat that after.
All right, guys, stay tuned in. We're going to go to a quick break and tune back in for your fan questions coming up after this.
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
Just in case you missed it live.
Oh, just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live, I'm doing something right now.
So we're all super excited.
This is dancing.
So what would that be, like a 7?
I cannot. I literally cannot. You guys have got to get it together.
Don't hate the player, don't hate the game. Hate the contract you didn't get.
He's a coward. He's a giant chicken shit.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's going to be like hurricane. Whoa.
Watch out for those girls. They are gagging them.
Hold the phone.
Hold on.
Bro.
Bennett, the more brutal you are, the more power you have.
Right.
That was sexy. It was hot. It was heated. I was into it.
You are going to be the most high-paid hooker in the world.
Go ahead and invite your friends and everybody. Tell your mama. Tell them don't ahead, turn the stove off and get up on the computer so we can get on the stream.tv.
Thank you again for joining us, and until next week, bye-bye.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Walking Dead After Show. Be sure to invite your friends to join us live, tweet us, ask us questions. Timothy, you got some people in the chat?
Yeah, I've got some awesome people on YouTube right now. Adam Carlson, Roger Perez, thank you guys so much for watching, giving us some good questions. Roger Perez has an interesting question. He says, do you believe Aaron sees the safe zone through rose-colored glasses? Because nothing can be that safe. Just in our conversation about Alexandria, I mean...
I'm afraid I'm a little ignorant. I don't know what rose-colored glasses are. Can I get an explanation?
I feel like he means he is fooling himself into believing that this is going to actually be a safe zone.
Yeah, that's a nice metaphor.
Right? Rose-colored glasses? I can get down with that.
You should be a
He sounds like he's
lyricist.
fashionable. But yeah.
What do you think?
I don't think so. I don't know. Like,
Well, because you read the comics.
yeah, well, I'm reading. I'm catching up.
Yeah.
So
He seems like maybe he hasn't like had to deal with all the crap that all the other people have had to deal with. Like he doesn't really like understand like I don't know, maybe he's been in this safe zone like almost the whole time.
Well, yeah.
Oh, hold on. Oh, I got a new theory now.
Yeah.
So Memby,
Oh God, you and
here's-
your theories.
welcome to David's theories. So my new theory is okay. He said that their group is strong, but they needed people like Rick and his group to make them much stronger. Now I know part of the Alexandria campaign, or not, I don't know why I call it campaign, but the Alexandria arc, they have the new big baddie Negan, who's like puts the governor to shame, like he's like the new big bad guy.
Tell us.
So like, what if Negan's coming along and like you said, he doesn't look like he's experienced the kind of things that Rick and their group has had to go through. Maybe because he's been in the safe zone the whole time and it's been easy for them.
Well, that's
So-
probably why he has like no other people in his pictures. Maybe there really aren't people there.
Well, maybe they need people like Rick and people like
help fight
Michonne
them
to help
off. These are the
fight
only
these
two
people
people
off. Maybe this is
in the whole
linked
thing.
to the community, to Noah's Wiltshire, and that's what they're dealing with now. And they need people like Rick to help them.
I like that theory.
I
think
mean,
that's a
I'm
good
sure.
theory.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna link up and all have their
Army.
Powwow.
army. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think too when Michonne like asked, like, you know, have you asked the questions? He kind of seemed like he didn't really have the answers.
Oh, you mean in the car?
Right. And he was like, I killed 2 people who were trying to kill me, and he didn't really act like he really encountered that many zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also the question having Michonne ask him the questions was a really strange thing.
Right.
Like people that have actually had to like deal with all the stuff they did, they would like be pretty understanding and be like, yeah, totally. Like this is the, you know.
Yeah.
I just feel like he was like really like, oh, why the questions? Like, I don't know, because we don't want you to kill us. Thank you very much.
Well, let's move on to our fan questions. Our first fan question is from @ChrisHawkins94. Do you think Eugene is kind of useless now because he lies about not knowing a cure to treat the walkers?
I don't think so. I think that anybody that you have in your group is an asset because that's just another set of eyes to be looking out for you. You know what I mean?
He'll have his purpose.
I think
Everyone
he's-
has their thing. He'll
I think
have
he's
it.
completely useless.
You would.
I mean, Eugene's clever though. Like that was always his thing. Like he's clever.
But since his secret was out of the bag, like he's got like 10 seconds of screen time every episode. Like they think he's useless now too. Like what is he gonna do? Nothing, just stand there?
But then
I
you
don't know.
could say
Maybe
that-
he's the next person to die.
But then you could say the same thing about Carol, though. What's Carol's purpose? What, like, I mean...
That's not even a question.
Oh,
Carol
right.
is the...
Carol's purpose is to be Daryl's
She's
boo-boo.
only saved them like 10 times.
I mean, well, give Eugene a chance.
I
Maybe-
think, yeah, I am.
maybe
I
he'll-
think he has.
yeah.
I do think he has a purpose.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be like, yeah, if you put this and this together, it'll create this, and then
Maybe,
they're
maybe, you know, since he's a smart guy, he's not really good at killing things. Maybe They get to Alexandria, and he's a teacher for children.
That's a good.
Yeah.
If there are children there.
Yeah, teacher with a mullet. I've always wanted one of those.
I've never wanted one of those.
I wanted
me
one
either.
just so we could talk about it at lunch.
You have nothing else to talk about at lunch?
No. So, fan question number 2 from @DigitMaxer. I don't know if I said that right. Is Morgan gonna be for or against Rick when he finally catches up to the group?
Well, that's a good question.
I don't know why he wouldn't be.
I think only because of what his own journey has been through, why he would be for or against Rick. I guess we would just have to find out.
I would automatically
Unless-
assume no.
Unless he's not okay with the situation that they're in or the people they're living with or the community that they're living at when he finds them.
You mean? Like
I mean, pretty much everyone wants to be okay with Rick. Because when they see the group, they're like, oh, this is that badass group that we all need to be
Yeah,
with.
but Morgan is his own. Morgan, I think this is his
He
show.
doesn't even
Let's be real.
Morgan doesn't
this is
even
his
need
show.
a group. He's solo.
Rick needs Morgan. He
He's like
needed him in
Arnold
the first
Schwarzenegger in
episode.
Predator.
He will always need him, and he will be there to save him at the very end. I
Well,
know
Morgan's
it.
been kind of MIA for the last couple of episodes. Like, what is he doing?
Morgan's been in like
Where
3
is he?
episodes the whole show.
I don't think Morgan's gonna go against Rick unless whatever he's following puts him in a direct conflict with Rick, because maybe that might bring him to Alexandria. Other than that, no, I think Rick's gonna be like, oh my God.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, I agree with
Yeah.
that. I think it just depends on the environment that they're in. And
The situation.
the situation, yeah.
Or
Unless
maybe
it-
that'll be the next conflict. Like, is it going to be Rick, Morgan, or Michonne? Who really is the leader?
That's a good question.
Morgan.
Nice. On to our next fan question from Miss Boxy Frown. That's kind of clever wordplay. Will Rick and Michonne become Richone in the Ricktocracy? She is the top-ranked officer.
Probably. I think they're on their way.
Please do not say that. I am so against Michonne and Rick hooking up.
I don't think they're going
You
to
don't
hook
like that
up.
brown sugar?
No, I mean, I'm all for brown sugar.
Once
but
you go black, you never go back.
I just don't. It's just a really weird dynamic for me. Just
I think that they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna couple up in a romantic way, but I think they're starting to. You know, they're partners now, and it doesn't have to be in a romantic way. And I think they're gonna be great leaders together. She's gonna be a good sidekick for him, or she is a good sidekick for him.
a
But
good different side
I don't-
to him.
Yeah.
I don't think
kind of
there's
like
going to be
yeah,
any
yeah.
mixed babies. so.
She's yeah. I don't know if they're gonna have a romantic thing going on. It's too much it's too much alpha in one. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see that happening either, unfortunately. I think they make a great team, but like romantically, I don't think that's gonna happen.
No.
I mean, they are introducing a lot of couples, though. You know,
True.
the first
But I
gay
mean, you
couple,
never
I
know.
mean-
Like they're moving into a town now. I mean, we don't really know if there's people there or not. But I guess we're gonna find out. There might be a lot of new romantic relationships introduced.
They're probably gonna have like a one-night stand. It's gonna be awesome.
They're gonna get drunk.
They are. They're all gonna be like all hot and showered, and they're gonna be sitting there like eating ice cream on the couch, and then they're gonna be like looking at each other and smiling. Michonne with her like,
Yeah.
you know, her smile, and then he's gonna be like,
Oh.
and then it's just gonna happen. That's
We're gonna see him without his beard for once.
no, his hair's just gonna be slicked back.
Slicked back.
Like damp.
Call him Slick Back Rick.
Slick back
Call him
Rick.
Slick Back Rick.
Yep.
All right. Moving on to our Twitter shout-outs. We're going to shout out Susie Graham Chews, at Geeks and Cleats, at Love TV Series 21, and at Undead Walking FS.
Woo!
So go ahead, subscribe now to theStream.tv. Tweet us questions throughout the week using the hashtag TWAS. We'll answer them. We'll shout you out next week. You know, get in contact with us. And that's it. See you guys next week. Thank you for joining us.
Folks.
Woohoo!
Peace out, guys.
Join the conversation about your favorite TV shows on the Stream.tv, the Fan Show Network. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe now.